What's good, everybody? It is Jason back here, Niner Faithful Radio. Talofa. How's it going with everybody today? It is the 2 minute warning as the 49ers are playing the Jaguars. Obviously, you guys all know that. I was up on a stream with John Jay and the 49ers Ultimate Report earlier, so I'm just now getting in and getting all of my stuff set up. It's gonna be just a second. So far, the Niners are winning in a pretty good game so far. It's gonna be 10-3. Start off with a little bit of a bang. Had those two quick scoring drives. It's sizzled a little bit, but overall, so far, it's been a good team wide game. So I am liking what we are seeing so far. Right now, the Niners are driving, going down to I want to say they're close to about the 20. Not exactly sure where they are right now. Um, as usual, you guys will probably be ahead of me depending on where you are watching the game. I am on a stream. Earlier, watching it with everybody else, I was about 2 or 3 plays behind everybody. So, as far as I know, we could have scored or anything else like that. So we will see. All right. So they're breaking there. I am just now coming back into the game here. All right, we're gonna hand off to Mason, or no, that's Elijah Mitchell. I'm sorry. All right, so it looks like it's gonna probably be about 3rd and 3 or 4 or so. Let's see. We definitely need. I would obviously prefer a touchdown, but any sort of score going into halftime because we're going to get the ball back. All right, so we are in shotgun. Purdy's walking up, going under center. Oh, offsides? Did we get the offsides? Oh, we got a timeout call right before the offsides. Damn, that sucks. John LaJoy, how's it doing, brother? Thank you very much for showing up. Oh man, if we had just waited on a timeout, we could have got a first down off of that one. Ugh. Let's see. Make sure all my stuff is good to go. All right, we got 3rd and 2 coming up here. Juice and McCaffrey in the backfield, hand off to McCaffrey, and he is not going to get that. Oh, maybe he is. Oh, it's going to be close. Really close. How he got anything off of that. How's it going again, John LaJoy? Thanks for showing up again, brother. How he got anywhere out of anything on that drive is pretty amazing. There was no sort of momentum going forward. Yeah, they're trying to say Buford did something there, but he didn't do a whole lot there. All right, so we got timeout Jacksonville. All right, looks like they did give us the first down on that one. All right, that's definitely, like I said, good, great second effort because at first there was absolutely nothing there on that play. Um, and I'll just kind of say that Buford went over there and kind of shoved him, but he kind of ran behind and did this with his hand. But I don't actually think he touched McCaffrey on that one. But hey, that's definitely what you want out of your lineman is to go behind there and try and push those guys to get those few extra yards. All right. All right. All right. Brock is back in shotgun. He's dropping back. He is passing. Passing to McCaffrey, gets down to about the 26 or so. There is a flag on the field. What do we got going on here? They're saying face mask. Yep, sure was face mask on the tackle on McCaffrey. So we got automatic first down, half the distance to the goal line. So we're going to be at about 61, 18. And John, you are on 29 seconds. I am still at 45, so you are also ahead of me. Are you watching it on TV or something like that? As usual, I'm watching it on the stream. All right, break the huddle. We got McCaffrey in the offside. Kittle in motion. We're giving it to McCaffrey on the swing. He's cuts upfield. Looks like he's going to be about to the 11, 10-yard line. And right now we've got about. This is probably where this 29 seconds. Yep, there's a timeout. So we got a timeout called with 29 seconds left. Looks like we're about the 10 and a half, 11-yard line. And we will see. Like I said, any points going into halftime, we definitely want. But obviously, we definitely want a touchdown because we're getting the ball back to start the second half. So let's see. All right, boys, here we go. Caffrey offset in the shotgun with Purdy again. Let's see. Ball is hiked, dropping back, surveying the field. Brock does yeah. No signal for intentional grounding or anything, but we will see how it is. I think. Whew, that is a close one, whether or not the knee is down or not. I'm saying they are calling intentional grounding. This is fair. This is like by a piece of paper if he's down. Ah, man, that's so close, even at slow motion. Trying to. Hmm, that's definitely a hard call to catch or to make on that one because it is so. Like I said, it's either barely up or the ball is just getting ready to leave his hand. There we go. A back view. No, that one's terrible. Would still only be third down, so we'd still have enough time to run one good play, and then before we bring on Moody and go. Oh, they even zoomed up, and it's still hard to see. Knee down. Ugh. I think they almost have to go with what was called on the field. I know I give the refs shit because of how bad they've been this season, but for right now, you almost got to give that one the benefit of the doubt because that's such a bang bang play. So we're probably going to get intentional grounding, and we'll run out the clock. All right, third down. All right, ruling on the field does stand. John is saying that it's now third down. Talofa, Miss Teresa, how are you doing today, ma'am? Thank you for showing up. Oh, don't tease me like that, John. Next time. You can't be doing that to me, man. All right. Let's see what we got. We got third and 19. We got 16 seconds left. Rock is back by himself in the shotgun. Let's see. All right, let's see what we can do on third down here. Third and 19. McCaffrey trying to jump over somebody. Doesn't get there. So we're going to let the clock's going to run down. Yeah, I was wondering with yeah, with you talking about him leaping over somebody. Yeah, it was pretty cool to see. So it looks like we are going to take the field goal and go up 13-3 to lead the halftime. Let's see if Brian Culp's man Jake Moody comes through for us again with this one. So they're gonna ice him, I bet. Watch. They've got they'll ice him. All right. 3 seconds left, and there's the ice. Didn't see if he made that one when he kicked it up on the. I wonder if they'll use this the next time out just for shits and giggles. And so now we are waiting for a commercial to go through. Refs talking, yeah, always good stuff. Is that another one? What are the refs talking about? Just let them kick the damn thing so we can go to halftime. Kyle, whatever they're talking about, Kyle did not look happy. He is pretty frustrated about whatever that is. So what do we do? What do we do? What the hell? What are we calling? Did they try to call a second timeout in a row? Or did we try to call a timeout? I'm not sure. Either way, it looks like we are finally getting back to the game, and we're going to line up for Jake Moody to take now the third attempt at this field goal. It's getting kind of long. I might have to shave it pretty soon. All right, so I think this time we are actually going to get this kick up and good. All right, Moody is in position. I'm sure most of you guys watching this have already seen what happens with this. Give me a second so I can catch up with you guys, and we'll start the halftime show. It is up, and it is barely in. Whew. The first two practice kicks were pretty down the middle, but then when it comes to being the actual one, he gave himself forever. So that is the halftime. Right now, I'm going to hit the intro, and we will get the actual halftime show started here in just a second. How's it, everybody? This is Jason over here at Niner Faithful Radio coming at you with the 49ers and Jacksonville halftime report. Right now, the 49ers are up 13-3. Um, Overall, I was pretty happy with how this team played for the most part. Especially at the beginning, we came out in the beginning of the game with lots of energy. Scored on the first couple of plays. Had some good sacks. We had like 3 sacks, I believe it was in the first half. Yeah, 3 sacks. One of them by the newly acquired Chase Young. Definitely good to say. Kind of fizzled out probably about 3 quarters, probably about the 5 minute mark of the first quarter, and then pretty much most of the second quarter kind of fizzled out. Um, Jacksonville had a couple of decent drives. Uh, Fortunately, they only got the one with a field goal, but they kind of went more towards that really short. They were doing some really short passing game. Like they were almost doing like one step, two step, and the ball was out. So yeah, they went to that, and then they started definitely moving the ball to a quicker paced offense. So that started working for them. Um, so John, so John was being ahead of his time because I was behind on the stream showing the Jake Moody with the wink there. Thank you, John. Teresa with the love Bosa and Young Sack. Yeah, definitely see. One of the things I noticed when I was on doing the stream with John Jay over on his channel, we were doing the live play by play. Was I was liking to see the two of them were smiling. They're in there. They're having a good time. It just feels like college for those two guys. The boys are back in town, all that kind of stuff. So it's good to see that. I even like the one. There was a couple plays where they lined up Bosa and Young side by side. Really good to see. Hold on just a second. I got to turn the volume off on this because it's annoying me. Still got the stream going up on another tab in here. But yeah, it was definitely good to see them. Especially like I said, not sure what happened during after the first two or three series where it's like almost like we ran out of steam for a little bit. Um, so John, it was a tag team sack. Yeah. It was there was a couple plays where I actually saw like they weren't even trying to cover Bosa. They were just almost letting him free. Now, whether that was a bust in coverage or if that was something where they were trying to let him come by and then get something out really quickly behind him, we'll have to watch the film and see how that goes. Brother Berto, thank you for showing up, man. Yep, definitely good with Berto or with Moody to end the half with the score, putting us up 13-3. And then we're coming out in the second half to start this. So, all right, so let me bring up the box scores and all that kind of a stuff, and we'll talk about that. Oop, nope, I put it away. Wrong button. There it is. Bam. As you can see, for some reason I had it on play-by-play. All right, here we go with the box score. We got Brock Purdy with 11 of 17, 130 yards, 1 touchdown. He did have the 1 sack, and then there was the 1 play with the intentional grounding that was very close. I'm going to agree with the refs on that one, which something I haven't said much this season because the refs across the entire NFL have been completely trash. But I'll give him the credit on that one because if his knee was up, it was barely up at all. So, but yeah, overall, not playing too bad. This kind of I think he had 1 ball that was blocked. He only threw 1 ball. I think that I was really worried about him like possibly getting an interception on. Then we have Sophie Moreno, Moody. Yeah, Moody definitely came through with us on those ones. Thank you for showing up very very much. Appreciate it. So yeah, Brock Purdy has looked pretty good, pretty steady compared to some of the play that we've seen lately. But then again, I don't think Brock has been the main issue in general on the offense. I think he's played okay. Obviously, some of the interceptions were, obviously his fault, but in general, he's played a lot better than what a lot of people who are the doom and gloom with Brock Purdy, just cut him now, blah, blah, blah. So far, as usual, the rushing is dominated by Christian McCaffrey. He's got 8 carries for 43 yards. Hasn't gotten that touchdown. We definitely want to see CMC get in the end zone so we can break the record on there. Debo has the 2 carries. And then Elijah Mitchell actually got 1 carry. There's a sighting for him. We still haven't seen a Jordan Mason yet, but we have seen Elijah Mitchell. For whatever reason, Kyle loves him some Elijah Mitchell over Jordan Mason. We've talked about it in the show before. The only thing we can think of is that Kyle is terrified of Mason's passing protection, which, okay. So either get your coaches to teach him how to be a better pass blocker, or just don't run or don't pass when he gets in. Just run the ball, even if it's obvious. The man is getting like 5.5 yards a carry so far. Just give him the ball. Take a little bit. We're not asking him to take the majority of the load off of CMC. Just take some of it off there. We've got to save CMC. The CMC right now, I think the last time I saw the graphic, he was about like 982 yards. So far, I want to say that was for rushing. So he's halfway, at least one of the metrics he's probably going to hit by end of the game for the thousand club. Kind of hoping, like I said, I predicted he's going to get it this year, but I would like to see some of that rushing, back off a little bit once he hits that. Even before he hits that, let's back off of that. Receiving again, there's that name. Christian McCaffrey is topping. He's got the 4 receptions for 40 yards. BA has 2 for 34 with the 1 touchdown. I did not realize, and I didn't realize that was BA's first touchdown since week 1. Kind of amazing. As good as BA has been throughout the entire season, again, first time he's reached the end zone since first one. So kind of blew my mind when I saw that. I didn't actually realize, like, I knew it'd been a minute, but I didn't think it had been since week 1. Let's see. Berto, maybe our plan is to use up CMC during the season. Yeah, but then who are we just going to run Mason during the playoffs? Are we going to hope that Elijah Mitchell catches fire again in the playoffs? I don't know, man. I just don't want us to use him so much to the point to where we can't use him at all during the playoffs. We've already had the injury scare with the sternum issue, so yeah, just get him a little break. That's all we're asking for. Bebop, how's it doing, brother? Thank you for showing up. Kittle had the 1 catch for 29. I expected us to use a little bit more of Kittle, but then again, I feel like a broken record. I say that every week. We have one of the most dynamic pass catching tight ends in the NFL. We don't use him nearly as much as we should. I mean, he's got awesome hands, just like Debo. He is great with running people over and breaking tackles. Why are we not seeing more with George? I don't get it. That's too, like I said, I feel like a broken record. I think I say that every halftime, every preview show that we've had for the last month and a half. Why is Kittle not more involved in the offense besides just the Dallas Cowboy game? So far we did have not the fumbles. I don't know why this is listed as a fumble, but Nick Bosa had the 1 blocked. Greenlaw and Fred Warner are again all over the field. The only one part that I did see with Greenlaw got burnt on that one by Christian Kirk on the 3rd down. But again, he was also covering a wide receiver. You can't always expect these guys to cover those wide receivers as good as some of the cornerbacks. But then again, who do we really want our cornerbacks covering somebody like Christian Kirk? So far, I've seen Thomas Ambry out there for a couple plays, and he's looked pretty good. We got Bebop in here with I'm not even sure what that symbol is. It's so small on my screen. Oh, it looks like clown. I'm not sure who we're clowning, but yeah. I had to open up my screen completely to be able to see that. And as you can see, we have got these sacks. We've got 1.5 by Javon Hargraves, the half sack by Eric Armstead, who did have a little bit of a scare early in the second quarter where he walked out grabbing his knee, but he was back and playing. So we'll see how that works out for the second half and continuing in the rest of the season. And we also have Nick Bosa and Chase Young coming in with a half sack for each one. Definitely good to see those two guys get involved. Chase Young just got here, a couple weeks ago and already making ends meet over. All right, Miss Teresa, enjoy this game, brother. Thank you for agreeing with you too. Thank you very much. And Miss Teresa, we will definitely be me and TJ will be back on Tuesday. And also don't forget, I'll go. Jamie Show will be on afterwards. Let's go back up. Let's do the team stats. Let's look at the first downs. We got 6-5. Total plays are evened up. 29-29. Yards 174 to 118. Total drives both 5. So let's see. What's the time of possession? That's what I'm looking at. Oh, we're actually being outpossessed right now by Jacksonville. I was actually expecting to see us, but they did have that one long drive to where even though it was pretty much passes and screens and dump offs and everything the whole time, I don't think the clock stopped on that drive. That was a drive that ended with their field goal. Yeah, so that's how it is for right now for the halftime. Going into the second half, we do get the ball. I would have preferred to see us score a touchdown 10.5, but who wouldn't? Definitely another grind out. We got to get that. We have such quick starts at the beginnings of some of these plays. The Shaw Show is here. How's it going, brother? Thank you, Anshel. Again, yeah, exactly. He's saying exactly what I'm saying. We got to get more points on the board. We definitely need to grind out a little bit more time of possession, get some more points on the board. Defense, keep up the pressure. Like I said, I don't know why it backed off after the first 2 drives or so. Probably about 4 for the defense. Defense was playing good for a little bit longer than the offense, but for some reason, the energy seemed to get lost a little bit. Maybe because we're going cross country, all that kind of stuff. But either way, we need to keep that energy up longer than the 2 or 3 drives to start the half, because Jacksonville is still an explosive team. Trevor Lawrence and then can still come back rather quickly. After the script plays, we still go. Yeah, I mean, but that's a Shanahan thing in general. For whatever reason, I mean, maybe he just needs to script more plays. I know probably does what, like 15, 20 or so. Maybe he needs to do like 25 or 30. Just keep going with the script instead of doing whatever. But that's all from me from the halftime show. Again, the 49ers are leading Jacksonville 13-3. Pretty good game so far. I'm liking how everything is trending. Don't forget, Jamie will be back at some point this evening for the post game show. And who knows? Maybe since we're in the early window games, I might be jumping on with somebody on their post game show as well. And if nothing else, we will see you guys on Tuesday as me and TJ do a full breakdown of this game. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye, One love.